Okay, so we have four sample problems here. So first, tackle natin yung unang problem. Okay? So unit conversion lang naman to. So pinapa-change niya is 200 centimeter ay 0.2 centimeter. So sample problems. 0.2 centimeter per second to kilometer per year. Problem yan. Okay? So ayan. 0.2 cm per second to kilometer per year. Okay, so ayan, start tayo. So ayan, technically ito yung mga ganitong problem yung mga problem lang. Pero let's try to solve for the sake of the problem. 0.2 centimeter per second multiplied by centimeter, meter, tapos meter, kilometer, diba? Tapos centimeter, R, and then R day. Then, so let's use na lang 365. Okay, 365 days per year for the sake of this problem. Okay? So, 1 meter, 100, 1 kilometer, 1,000. Tama, di ba? 1, 3, 6 pala. 1, 1 day, 25, ay 24 hours. Tapos, 1 year, 365 day. Okay? So, cancel out, cancel out, cancel out, cancel out. Oh, baliktad to ah. Wait lang. Baliktad na yung dulo. Sa last na lahat na yun. So, R, day, day, year. Okay, so 24 hours, 1 day, 365 days, 1 year. Okay, so ayan, and then ayan. So yung natira sa atin, kilometer per year. Okay, so proceed na tayo sa calculation. So, it's time. It's time. 0.2 times 36 times 24 times 365 divided by 101,000. Yan. So, final answer natin. So, technically, kung 0.2 centimeter per second tayo sa buong taon, we can walk. So, pwede malamang, technically, nilalakad niya yan. 63.72 kilometer per year. Okay? So, ayan. So, tamang ano lang, conversion lang. So, next, proceed tayo ngayon sa problem number 2. So, problem number 2, sabi, a runner makes a one lap around a 200-meter track in a time of 25 seconds. So, first, what were the runner's average speed and average velocity? So, ayun. Actually, ano lang naman to. Parehas lang yan, pero yung velocity kasi, tangin nga, may direction. So, actually, kahit sagot natin isa lang dyan. Okay, so proceed tayo dyan. Number 1, ay number 2. So, meron tayong total distance, 1 lap, is equals to, S equals to 200 meter, and time taken na equals to 25 seconds. Okay, so find, let's say, the same na yan, average speed and average velocity. Okay, so find the average speed. So, we have formula, balik tayo dito. We have this formula na S is equals to average velocity multiplied by time. Okay? So, ayan. So gamitin natin yung formula muna yon. S is equals to average velocity multiplied by time. And dahil average velocity na hanap, divide both sides ng time para mag-cancel out dito. So, average velocity is equals to displacement over time. Okay, final answer, 200 meter, 25 S equals to 8 meter per second. So, ang average velocity niya in terms of meter per second is 8 meter per second. Okay? So, ayan. Next tayo. So, madali pa, di ba? Madali lang yung topic na to. So, proceed tayo ngayon sa number 3. So, number 3. So, number 3. Okay, so number 3, an object starts from rest. So, rest with a constant acceleration of 8 meter per second squared along a straight line. First, find the speed at the end of 5 seconds. Next, the average speed for the 5-second interval. And lastly, the distance traveled in the 5 seconds. Okay, so dissect natin yung problem. First, we have an object start from rest. So technically, pag may term na start from rest, we can assume na yun yung first initial velocity niya. So VI natin, rest, which is equal to 0. Okay? So, ano na, kailangan, ayun nga, more on, word problem to. So, first, we have an initial velocity na 0 meter per second. And, with a constant acceleration, as always, constant acceleration na 8 meter per second squared. Okay? So, first, find the speed at the end of 5 seconds. Okay? So, first, A, find the speed at the 5 seconds. So, yung time mo is 5 seconds. B, average speed at time na 5 seconds. So, ano lang to, ano lang to, parang semicolon lang. Okay, so, inaano niya na at what time. So, mapapansin niyo, although lahat naman sila 5 seconds. So, technically, ulitin ko lang yan. So, we can put here, kasi may mga problem na magkaiba yung time eh. Okay, so, pang ano lang, pang designate lang, pang marker. And C, find its distance traveled. So, ayan, at 5 seconds also. Okay, so punta tayo so actually either first, so kung ganyan yung minsan yung succession, technically we can solve first palagi yung A. Okay? So assume natin agad ma-solve yung A. Technically sa problem na yan, given. So punta tayo sa mga formula. Actually, either kahit saan doon pwedeng unahin. Actually, pwedeng agad ma-solve yung S. Diba? Pwede ma-solve yung S dahil may initial velocity tayo, may time, and then may acceleration. Pwede ma-solve yung final velocity here kasi meron tayong initial velocity, meron tayong acceleration. So, nasa atin yung ano natin unahin natin. And technically, we cannot solve average velocity without the final velocity. Okay? So, either of the two. So, nasa inyo yung anong gusto nyo unahin. As long as yun yung makakukuha nyo agad. Okay? So, we have formula S is equals to initial velocity multiplied by time plus 1/2 acceleration multiplied by time squared. So, pwede makuha agad yung S kasi meron tayong initial velocity, meron tayong acceleration, meron tayong time. Okay, so S is equal to 0 multiplied by 5, so 0 na yan, plus 1/2 8 multiplied by 5 squared. Okay, so S is equal to 0 plus 4 24 o 25, di ba? So, S is equal to ilan? 100, anong unit? Meters. Okay. So, ayan yung final answer natin. So, pakita natin cancellation of units. Technically, kung makikita yung cancellation of units natin, so, we have VI, so, velocity multiplied by time, plus 1/2, katog na yung 1/2, plus acceleration meter per second squared multiplied by s squared. So makikita nyo, cancel out. So matitira sa atin, unit for distance is meter or displacement. So we have now answer for C. So let's solve A. Okay, so C to. Next, A. So acceleration is equals to final velocity minus initial velocity all over 2. Okay, so we have initial and then final. So A, tama, di ba? Minus. Okay, so minus siya. So, ayan. So, 2A is equals to BF minus VI. So, 2A is equals to equals to ano to? Winter. BF na lang kasi minus 0. Next, BF is equals to 2 multiplied by 8 meter per second squared. Technically, magka-cancel out din yan kasi dito. So, VF is equals to 16 meter per second. Okay? So, yan yung... okay, mali. Ba't 2 yan? Time pala. Time taken. Sorry. Mali ito. Mali yung formula. My bad. Sorry. Buti hindi ko pa nasend sa inyo. Okay. Yun pala. Tataka ako. Sorry. So, time pala to. Okay? Yan. Ulit tayo. So, from the start. Ayan. So, ayan. So, T, 5, T din to. T, plus 5 seconds. So, multiplied by 5 seconds is equals to BF. Okay, BF is equals to, so cancel out to guys. So, matitira is 40 meter per second. Okay, so now we have BF. So, we can now solve the average velocity. Average velocity is equals to, so, ayan, average velocity is equals to, oras na. Uy, pwede ako magpa-quiz today. Average velocity is equals to VF plus VI over 2. So, technically, we don't have initial velocity. So, 40 meter per second over 2. So, average velocity is equals to 20 meter per second. Okay, ba't ito? B pala yan. Okay, so that's our problem number 3. And, okay, so proceed tayo. Proceed tayo for our last problem. Okay, so at track speed, okay, at track velocity increase uniformly from 15 km per hour to 60 km per hour in 20 seconds. First, find the average speed. Next, the acceleration. And then, next, the distance traveled, all in units of meters and seconds. So, we can solve it first bago tayo convert, or we can convert and then solve. Either of the two. Kayo bahala kung anong diskarte nyo. Okay? Or as long as, sabi sa problem, final answer natin dapat is in meters and seconds. Okay? So, let's proceed na with our last problem. So, yeah. Number 4. So, sulat mo natin yung mga given. First, we have initial velocity na 15 km per hour. Okay? 15 km per hour. Next, final velocity. Okay? Na 60 km per hour. And time taken between the two velocity is 20 seconds. So, first, find the average speed. Okay? Find the average speed. B, find the acceleration. And then lastly, is distance traveled. Okay? So, ayan. So, pwede natin mag-solve muna para, technically, convert natin kasi yung time natin is naka-second. Okay? Para di tayo malito. So, convert natin. Meter, kilometer. Okay, and then, R, second. Bang dito to. Nothing in dito. Okay, so 1,000, 1,361. Okay, so ayan. 15 on 1,000 divided by 36 times 50 is equals to 4.17 na lang, or 167 for 3 decimal per second. Ito, multiplied by 5 over 18 meter per second is equal to, yan, ano yan, direct conversion na yan ng meter per second, kilometer per hour to meter per second. Okay, 60 times 5 over 18. Okay, is equal to 16.667 meter per second. Tama ba? 1,000 divided by 36. Yun, tama nga. Okay, so So, so mapapansin nyo, lahat uniform na yung unit natin. So, we can now solve for lahat ng mga given. Lahat ng hinahanap. Okay, so first A. So, average velocity is equals to Vf plus Vi over 2. So, VAV. Okay, so we can now solve it. So, VAV is equals to 4.167 plus 16.667 all over 2 meter per second. Okay, so VAV is equals to 16.667 plus 4.167 20.834 over 2. Okay, which is 10.417 meter per second. Okay, next, solve natin yung B. B, acceleration. Acceleration is equal to final minus initial all over time taken. Okay? So, ayun. 16.667 minus 4.167 divided by 20. Final answer is, meron siyang acceleration na 0.625 meter per second squared. Okay? So, pakita ko. 16.667 minus 4.167 over 20 seconds meter per second. Okay. Wait lang. Hindi na siya mukhang ano. So, 16.667 4.167 meter per second. Okay. So, C. So, C, kahit anong formula gamitin natin dyan, as long as merong inahanap yung S. Okay, so pwede natin gamitin yung formula na to, pwede natin gamitin yung formula na to, pwede natin gamitin yung formula yan. Okay, so let's try na lang, tatlo. Okay, tignan natin kung magkakaparehas yung sagot, kung magkakalapit or magkakaparehas. So, we have average velocity as 10.417. So, S is equals to average velocity multiplied by time is equals to 10.417 meter per second multiplied by 20 seconds. Okay, so final answer, 10.417 times 10 is equal to, nakuha niya is 208.34 meters. Okay, try natin isang formula na Vf squared is equals to Vi squared plus 2as. Okay, plus 2as. And then, equate natin 2as is equals to Vf squared minus Vi squared all over 2a. Okay, so s is equals to Vf squared minus Vi squared all over 2a. Okay? So, ayan. So, solve natin kung magkaparehas din. Okay, 16.667 squared minus 4.167 squared. Answer, okay. Okay, ano to? 2, ano natin? 0.625 minus 4.167 squared. So, nakuha niya, ganun din. S is equal to, hindi nakuha niya, 208.34 meters. Okay, next, last na formula natin is S is equal to, pakita lang natin. Okay. S is equals to Vi initial velocity multiplied by time plus 1/2 acceleration multiplied by time squared. So, S is equal to 4.167 multiplied by 20 plus 1/2 0.625 multiplied by 20 squared. Final answer is yun din. Okay, 200.34 meter. So, pinakita ko lang guys, either of the three. So, para di nyo ako tanongin once na nag-solve tayo, sir, anong pwede gamiting formula? Technically, lahat ng formula na yun is related to each other. We can, ano yun? Actually, pwede natin ipakita, pero saan na siguro. Okay? So, what I'm trying to show here is technically, kahit anong formula gamitin nyo dun sa limang formula natin, okay? We can come up to the same answer. Okay? Kahit anong gamitin nyo dyan para kuhanin yung S, kunin yung final velocity, kunin yung initial, kunin yung acceleration, you can use it as long as tamang formula yung ginagamit niyo. Okay? So, that's all for this session. Okay. And that concludes our topic for this